Surprise, guys, I am back, and it is not Thursday. Hey guys, so I just got back from, well, I'm at the doctor's. I got out of the doctor's. And I was just gonna make a video before this doctor saying that I was doing a lot better based on my rib surgery, or not my rib surgery, my rib procedure, with the nerve block and everything. And then this doctor happened. So it's one of those things where, for me at least, it's very personal making a YouTube about this kind of medical stuff. But I want to share it because I want there to be more, I don't want there to be a stigma around mental health anymore, or around physical health that I am not in control of. So I'm a little bit overwhelmed right now, and I'm a little bit upset, clearly, but it did not go as I planned. It was definitely extremely hard, and it was a big reality check for me, but it's, again, something that is out of my control at this point, as it relates to skating and any hobby, basically, that is an active hobby. It's no longer an option for me. I'm looking at a pretty in-depth surgery now, and I'll fill you guys in a little bit more when I can kind of wrap my head around this, and I just really need support from the people that are really close in my life right now, and I will update you guys later. I'm gonna try to post this video tonight. It was not the way I hoped this video was gonna go today. I was gonna try to get into some other stuff, but unfortunately you can't help when things get thrown at you. So I'm just gonna stay strong, tough it out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, so I am home. I'm going to do a quick update. I did kind of take you guys along for the day, but I was not emotionally prepared for what happened today, so anyone that has reached out to me or texted me and I have not responded, I'm sorry. It's just been a really rough day. You can probably see that from the beginning of this video, it was prior to my doctor's. I was in a good mood, and now I'm not so much. With my channel, though, I'm willing to be a little bit vulnerable and show the reality of someone with chronic illness. It kind of plays on a very fine line where what's too much to show and what's not enough to show, because it's not all ponies and rainbows all the time. So at least for me, for my channel, knowing that I'm showing both the vulnerable and the real, as well as the positives and the hopefulness, is a big thing for me. I am going to make this really brief just because I don't have that many details. I have specific facts and things I have to do, and that's all I know for now. So I'm just going to hop right into it. I went into the doctor's with my pain management doctor with a certain set of questions, not regarding my neck. I've had neck pain since the end of August. I do have clipophile. We did find out today that it is for sure that I have spinal stenosis. And we also found out that I have something called, trying to remember how to say it, Chiari syndrome, Chiari malformation. It's probably not the right way. I'm sorry if you have it and I'm saying it wrong, but right now it's not the best time to be nitpicking me. So with that comes a lot of issues because of my Ehlers-Danlos, which is my lax, loose joints and muscles. And then in addition to the spinal stenosis, which is the pinched nerves in my neck. And then my Klippel-Feil syndrome, which is where my vertebrae are fused. So a normal vertebrae would look like this in your neck. There's about 8 of them. They're little Lego blocks. They go chop, 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 chop all the way up. Mine chops about 2, 3, and now it's being pushed this way. So like 3 of these Lego blocks are out here. So now it kind of looks like this, and it's supposed to look like this. So that's pushing into the back of my neck, which is pushing into basically where my throat is, which is causing some of these neurological symptoms because nerves are being pushed and I don't have enough fluid and blood and oxygen going to my brain, and I also don't have enough fluid around my spinal column and my cord. That, of course, is a more urgent, serious issue that we are dealing with. If you go to a neurologist, you know how long it takes to get in. I am surpassing the neurologist to go right to a neurosurgeon. I am blessed to have had a great set of doctors who happened to get me into Penn, which is an amazing, amazing hospital, on the 18th of December. So I'm only waiting about a week and a couple days, give or take. But again, it's a really urgent thing that we act on it quickly because it can cause permanent damage with me speaking, with permanent short-term memory, with walking issues. But now we're at that point where, of course, he's not a neurosurgeon, so he doesn't know everything, but he knows enough to know that I'm going to have to come to the decision where I'm going to outweigh the pros and cons of a surgery to now remove a part of my brain that's going into my column and risk them hitting my already messed up vertebrae and causing me to become paralyzed, or not being able to speak, or not being able to take care of myself to the extent that I am right now. So I can either not get a surgery, and that is still a risk that it will happen in the long run, or I can get the surgery and hope that nothing will go wrong, and if it doesn't, then it works out great. But there are a lot of pros and cons, and it's going to take a lot of soul searching and a lot of decision making and a lot of talking with doctors and parents, and it's going to be a really tough month. I thought this Christmas was going to be different. The last few Christmases I have not been home. I have been in eating disorder hospitals or programs. I've had feeding tubes around this time. It's just not been a good holiday for me. So going into this Christmas, I was kind of excited, and then I got hit with this, and it's kind of upsetting. They think that I do have, in addition to this new malformation in my neck and the spinal stenosis and the Klippel-Feil, they think that I have, I'm blanking. This is one of the neurological things. They think that I have cranial cervical instability. So I do not know as much about that one as I do the first one that I previously mentioned, because I was already blanking out by the time he got to that. So I have a lot of research to do. I will inform you guys more when I know more. I am seeing the neurosurgeon on the 18th. We're more concerned right now with the neurological issues that are going on that have been happening since around Thanksgiving. So my tongue is always numb, which again is caused by the pinching of the nerves in my neck, and that's going to be a serious issue if it's not fixed. Eye vision has been a really bad issue where it's to the extent where I can't even see where I'm walking sometimes, and it's a hit or miss if it happens and if it doesn't, and there's not much you can do about it. My fingers are numb, tingly, cold. My toes the same thing. I can't remember things that easily. I blank like I just did again. A lot of you may be thinking, oh, well, she seemed fine in her other videos. She seems fine on social media. you don't get to see the whole picture all the time, and I'll be one to admit the truth and say, yeah, if I don't like the video that I make, I just erase it and do another one. So if I stutter or I scramble for my words or any of that stuff, I typically will be one to edit it out or erase it and redo it, even if it takes me 4 hours. That's just the way I am. I do have OCD, I am anal, I'm a perfectionist. It's something that I'm used to, but for the sake of this video, so you can all see that there are neurological symptoms, I will show you. I've also gotten a few things on camera with my hands like uncontrollably shaking. Today I had some issues standing. I had really bad balance, and for being a competitive figure skater for about 10 years, that's not a good thing. I should not be able to walk straight. Me touching my finger to his finger to my nose, couldn't do it. There was shaking. There was a lot of stuff. So neurologically, it's going down the drain. So it's something we need to act on and act on really quickly. So unfortunately, that is the news I have for you. I don't really have anything that's peachy and rainbowy and cheery right now, but I will update you on my hip and pelvis on Wednesday because that is my doctor, and I'm trying to stay within the 15-minute YouTube time frame. So, if you guys could just send me your prayers and love, I would really appreciate it right now. And for anyone that reached out to me, I really, really genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, do appreciate it. I just am not at that point where I'm ready to reach out and personally text everyone and tell them what's going on. So if you want to know what's going on, I will let you know that I did post a video. You can watch it at your leisure or whenever you want. Again, I don't have a lot of details. I'm sorry about that. He's not the neurosurgeon, so he could not help me. But with that, I will say good night. I will see you guys later in the week, and I hope you continue to follow me on my journey to freedom.